Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, folks. Michael Zuber, one rental at a time, back with my good friend Dion from Dion Talk. How you doing, buddy?
Howdy, doing great. Excited to be here. Glad we're making these today. Actually, on my live stream tonight or this afternoon, whenever you air this, I'm giving away one of your audiobooks from
Oh,
last
wow.
week. I had people leave comments, and tonight I will be rolling the dice to figure out who won it.
Oh, that is awesome. I need to send you some more autographed books so you can give away the hard copies as
Oh,
well.
cool.
So we can do that. You know what I want to do here? People don't realize you and I are really friends, right? We had my first 500 challenge. You kind of joked, hey, you should dye your hair purple. And guess what? We did. You took it up a notch, right? I've been talking about a goal of getting to 50,000 subscribers. And out of nowhere, you threw down a challenge about Mike, you should have a party. And I agreed on the spot. So we're going to have a party. I've budgeted 10 grand. We've now got agreement that the party will be in Vegas when this channel hits 50,000 subs. We're less than 15,000 away. But what I want to do here is just brainstorm with you what we think a party or an event could look like. And then, of course, the audience, you are going to help us get there. Like, subscribe, comment, ask your friends to join, share on Facebooks. But what would you like to see from a one rental at a time party/event? So, Dion, this was your idea. What were you thinking we would do?
So I think the word party came from you.
Probably.
I said Three Amigos meetup when you hit, and I think originally it was like 100,000 subscribers, but then we were more excited about 50 because it was more attainable, would happen sooner, and we all actually do want to get together. And so a meetup would definitely include the lumberjack.
Absolutely.
Bring him there.
Yep.
We chose Vegas. I think it's easier for people to fly in and out of with connecting, without connecting flights, than coming to where you are.
Mm-hmm.
When you did the 500 challenge, and I said we should dye your hair or something, and I said I'll do the same thing.
Yeah.
So I try to throw myself in the ring too. So like spending your money, you said you were going to, donate X amount of dollars to.
You did. Yeah.
The
$5 grand, I think it was, but yeah.
Bank. Right. To the food bank. Right. So I said, okay, so your portfolio is about 10 times the size of mine. So I'll donate a tenth of whatever you do.
Yeah.
And so you did $5 grand. I did a tenth of that. So if you're doing 10,000 for the thing, I'll contribute $1,000.
Oh, you're awesome.
And I'm sure Matt will be on board with that. So we'll have a budget to work with.
Mm-hmm.
I think, I would like, everyone gets together and everyone talks.
Yeah.
But I would kind of like panel format where we're actually in a room with the investors who sometimes come to the live streams and ask questions, but actually in the room can ask the questions and then, have follow-up conversations after. So almost like an event style, but more relaxed, not so much. Here's this lender pitching his stuff. Here's this agent brokerage pitching their stuff, kind of like those meetups, but just us all getting together.
Yeah. Yeah. So I, when we get there, my idea is obviously the Three Amigos is a lock. I would extend it to other experts to see if they want to join, I suspect half of them would probably go, hey, I'll be down for that.
The Vegas guys better show up.
Yeah, no kidding. The Vegas guys better be there. I think we can get half the weekly experts there, likely, if not more. Again, it's Vegas. It's generally easy for people to get to. The question I'm sort of playing with in my mind is, do we make it a day or do we make it 2 days? I mean, these are things I'm playing with as we're getting closer and closer to 50,000. My gut says we're going to have to make it 2 days. And then I'm like, not sure if 10 grand is enough or whatever, it'll be 15. Because I don't want to charge tickets, right? I don't want to. I don't want this to be a profit center, but I'm comfortable losing 10 grand. I don't want to lose 20. If that makes sense. So part of me thinks if we go 2 days, I might have to charge ticket prices. And again, I'm just playing with these numbers because I haven't even gotten any quotes yet. But then what I would know we would do is if we would do some kind of lottery, or, hey, if you can't, if the $99 is too much for you, send us a note. We'll waive the fee or something. I suspect half the audience probably could pay and the other half maybe not. I don't know. These are all things I'm thinking about as we get close.
I think personally, I would rely on Matt. I would say, use his brain. I would say, here's the numbers. Here's what it's going to cost once we figure that out. Here's how many people are committing to coming. Here's the budget we're just contributing. Mm-hmm. What do you think that would look like afterwards? I think he'd be the one to figure. I mean, you could spreadsheet it too, but he would just do it all in his head in like 5 seconds.
Yeah, exactly. He is clearly the smartest amigo, which is hilarious given he's the 9th grade dropout. Yep. I don't think many people would catch that, but yeah, he is wicked smart, that guy. Yeah, so I think we get most of the experts there. I think 2 days makes more sense. I think 2 days, because if we just did one day, right? You come in, we do a couple of presentations, we do just panel questions, we take some pictures, we have a party, it's over. It's like, for me, that's not worth a flight, right? As a guy who used to do events for his living, I'm like, I don't know that I don't, because again, even if the tickets are free, it's going to be $400 or $500 to get to Vegas for most people.
How many conventions have you been to in your career? I mean, like
at least 100.
At least 100. So I'm probably right around the same. It seems like the thing I always struggle with conventions is they have so many presenters that you look at a calendar and you think, okay, so I'm going to see this one, so I'm going to miss these three. And then I'm going to watch this one, so I'm going to miss these two. And then, so I would like, what would be great is if we could have, a presentation linearly to where there's just one presenter happening.
Oh, we're not doing multiple rooms. We're not that bad.
Right. So something simple like that where people could just go, okay, so I'm going to let's break down the 4-3-2-1 method in person and bring up all these real life examples and see what the response is. Or, whatever strategy we go through, keeping it as simple and casual as possible. I think that also eliminates the expense, so we don't have to charge more.
Yeah. So I'm just again, folks, we're really playing with this real time. I just had a great idea. We could do a presentation on a topic like house hacking 4-3-2-1, call it 45 minutes. We have a 20-minute break. And then we get all the experts who have done any type of house hacking on stage. And then we do an hour Q&A. Then we have up the next one, out-of-state investing. Maybe Millennial Mike talks about. And then we do an hour Q&A. And then we do, people who have property managers. We'll talk about that. Buy boxes. I think that's because, again, I want everybody in one room. I don't like, hey, I got to pick A or B. Because when I did that at my events, I'm like, well, I want to see the only two I want to see are at the same damn time. I always hated that. Yeah. So we're doing one room. Plus, let's be clear, in Vegas, one room is cheaper than two. So let's be clear on that. So yeah, I'm leaning towards 2 days. I'm leaning towards an evening event of some type. Like basically we go to 5 o'clock, we leave. Again, Vegas will charge us for this. Vegas clears out the chairs and then we come back for drinks and cocktails or whatever. So that'll be expensive, I'm sure, like lights, snacks, and then we could take selfies and pictures and all of that. So that'll be a couple hours. And then we come back the next day, either for a half day or a full day, kind of the same idea. That's kind of what I'm playing with this in real time.
Yeah. So if your content creators are participating and it's a Three Amigos event, this is what I would like that, so Mike said, put your suggestions in the comments below. Here's the suggestion I would want. Who do we have as a keynote speaker who wraps up the event and motivates people as they leave? That's when I think that we're going to have audience participation in to help choose.
Oh God, who do you want? Oh, they're going to put names down that cost $50,000. Be careful. These people cost money. I would like it to be somebody I know so I can pull on the personal favor heartstrings. Yeah. Who could deliver a keynote close? That would be fun. Suggestions below.
There you go.
I like it. Any other thoughts on how you want to spend my money?
Always looking forward to spending your money, Mike.
All right. Where can people find you?
They can find me right here on YouTube, Dion Talk Financial Freedom. And very soon they'll be able to find me on Audible because I've wrapped up the recording of your 15 Conversations with Real Estate Millionaires book.
Oh, you're just, or what is it called? Editing or cutting up or whatever?
Editing the last 3 chapters. So I should have that to you by Thursday.
Wow. And then we deal with Audible and we'll see what happens. So that should be fun. Awesome. Thanks, Dion.
Ciao.